So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. He won't go down. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. Walter Payton, 67 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This will be taken short. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe. The fullback comes through with a big play there. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run now with Okoye. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. On first down, it's Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And it's caught. Touchdown. Donald Driver there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Dallas takes over possession. It was a tough year in Big D. This was a team with Super Bowl aspirations in training camp. Got off to the 3-0 start. Got Zeke signed and in the fold, but then the wheels started to come off from that 3-0 record. 5-8 the rest of the way for an 8-8 finish. Not enough to win a down NFC East, and also not enough for Jason Garrett to keep his job. So now Mike McCarthy enters the fold.
And when you look back at this roster, and as you said, a team with Super Bowl aspirations, this is not a team that was overhyped, as is often the case with the Dallas Cowboys. That was a legitimate deal in my estimation. And that roster was good enough to contend for a Super Bowl. Just never really got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It's fielded at the 45. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. He had a minimal gain on 1st down. Now they stop him for no gain. What do you think, going in a different direction on 3rd down?
Could very well be. I'll guarantee he's asking for the ball 3rd time to try and make up for the first 2. But his QB might very well say, well, my man, maybe next series. Let's try someone else on this play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Manning to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Calvin Johnson as the first half is winding down. And his guys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Second and 6, just inside the 30. One final try now for Manning. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. So we've hit You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
16 yards, a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, and that'll bring up second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! Christian Okoye. 52 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
So after the blocked PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. A first down and then some. 36 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
To throw, it's Manning. They set up the screen to Peyton. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. But now it's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Manning, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jerry Rice there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Now Dawson for the extra point. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty. Work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Looks like this one won't work out. Hens team able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll run on first down. Allen. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Donald Driver. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So now the Cowboys down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute to go. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. To throw is Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Another try after the first down sack. Manning, he's going to let it flop. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give them maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. That'll be caught by Rice. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Manning. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now, or it